I started my YouTube channel and posted my very first video exactly a month ago today, April 1st, 2025, and I still post every day consistently. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the Ballers Club. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. BallOrFall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy is best beyond. Listen, man, I'm here to go ahead and tell y'all today. I started my YouTube channel exactly a month ago today, April 1st, 2025. And since then, I've been posting every single day consistently. And I've learned a lot. I've done a lot, but this is honestly a video about why I continue to post every single day. So if you don't know, or if you're new to the channel, I'll tell you right now why I started my channel in the first place. So I started my channel simply because over the last 2 years of my life, it's been really big that I've, had self-development, personal development, financial development, and all these things that, honestly make my life complete and make me who I am today. And within saying that, I was literally on the verge. I was literally on the edge of just deleting all my social media. I hadn't posted in 2 years. I hadn't, really been active on social media at all for about 2 years. And I was on the verge of wanting to just go ahead and leave social media. And the reason being is because I honestly, like, over the course of me learning, personal development, self-development, learning what actually matters in life, it kind of started to get to me, how many things a lot of people do. And it's not a judge, but it got to me because a lot of people post and just do things on a regular basis that they will also post that just don't have anything to do with bettering ourselves. And it's not to say that we always have to be on a consistent climb 24/7 out the day. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to do the things that we actually enjoy in life. But the lack of people that were actually wanting to be on their purpose, the lack of people that were actually wanting to have something more in life than just, partying and drinking and going out. So me personally, it was like, you know what? I might as well just get off of social media. I might as well just delete all this stuff. I don't like all the negative news. I don't like all the non-meaningful posts. So why not just delete my social media? But then I thought about it. I said, dang, like, if I don't like what I'm seeing posted on the internet right now, and my family's on the internet, my closest friends are on the internet, all these people around me that I do genuinely love, and they're always on the internet. If this is all that they have the ability to see, then what good does it do me deleting my social media and, just pretty much disappearing from the social aspect of the world? So I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start repurposing, what these platforms are for. I'm gonna start making my own content, and whoever decides to come and watch my content, they're gonna get better in every single way, in every single aspect, just like I have in my life. So that's pretty much why I decided to create my social media, my YouTube channel, and then honestly, the reason why I'm still being consistent behind it. But honestly, to get a little bit deeper, I'm gonna let you know the 4 reasons why I decided to just go ahead and start my YouTube channel and why I'm continuously posting every single day. So number 1, like I said, just relating it to the lack of meaningful posts and content that's in social media right now. Me personally, I feel like my number 1 purpose in life is to help the world. I feel like I'm, here with the purpose of helping, even if it's just one person. But if that one person can change their life and then change their family's life and so on and so forth, then I feel like I played a major part in that. Nonetheless, I feel like changing someone's life and, my content alone, I feel like I have a lot of things to offer. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help that person that's out there that feels like they don't really have a voice in the world. But then at the same time, a lot of people also have what's called silent cries. Some people, even including myself, we really struggle with some things and certain things in our lives, and we don't really want the world to know about it. So we'll go search YouTube videos. We'll go search different articles and, anything like that so that, hopefully we can be helped with our silent cries. I know me personally, I have a lot of things in my life where it's like, I may not share them with people, but it's things that I'm actively trying to get better. It's things that I'm actively trying to improve on, and things that, sometimes challenge me in my everyday life. And with that being said, my channel, I feel like, is an outlet. It's an outlet for me to be able to talk to people. It's an outlet for people to be able to come to my videos and possibly hear exactly what it is that they need to hear in whatever moment they're in life. I mean, just the other day, I was able to help somebody, and I'll link a picture of what they were able to say and what they said in response to the video that I posted for them. But long story short, what ended up happening in this situation was I made a video about how I personally believe that life is so simple, but we as people make it hard. This person, which is now a part of the BallOrFall family, so if you're not a part of the BallOrFall family, please go down below and hit subscribe. Subscribe and come join the BallOrFall family. But within this specific situation, this young lady, she reached out to me up under my video and said that life isn't so simple for her. Life isn't so easy for her. How she's pushed people away, she has trust issues, so on and so forth. And then I asked her if she mind if I would make a video about it. If I talked about it, if I was able to help her in some way, shape, form, or fashion, just off of my thoughts and my experiences. And, you know, I'll link a screenshot of what happened. But nonetheless, she was so thankful of me dropping that video for her. This is somebody that I've never met in person. Nobody, you know, I've never had the chance to talk to this person in person. But nonetheless, my video, my content helped her, and that's something that I take, you know, the biggest amount of pride in. So like I said, that's the first reason of why I feel like I had to start my YouTube channel, because my purpose in life is to be able to help people, whether that's one person or whether that's a million people, a billion people, whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, my purpose on this earth is to be able to help people. So now the second reason of why I started my YouTube channel and I continue to post every single day is I personally feel like if I didn't share my life experiences with the world, if I didn't share my story, if I didn't share, you know, my daily thoughts, because these are things that I think about on the daily, that I would be selling the world short. And this may honestly fall into, you know, pretty much like the same category as the first one, where I'm helping people. But, you know, I know personally for me, I've had wins, I've had losses, I've had failures, I've had successes, I've had ups and downs in my life, and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, I feel like it's selling the world short if I don't share what has happened, if I don't share, you know, my exact story in certain situations, if I don't share, you know, how certain situations made me feel and how I reacted to them. Because there's other people that, you know, we all go through the same thing, and that's one thing that I make sure that I always harp on my channel. You know, I'm in the trenches right with y'all. My life isn't all peaches and cream. My life isn't, you know, the best that I personally want it to be all the time, every day of the week, 24/7. But nonetheless, we all go through that, from the richest man on the earth to the poorest man on the earth. We all go through struggles. We all go through things. And that's why I personally feel like, you know, me sharing my story, my experiences. Like I said, I spoke about how I got fired and how that changed my life. A lot of people loved that video. A lot of people were like, dang, like, this guy is a genuine person. This guy is this guy is that. And it's just, it reminds me that, you know, we all go through the same things, because people are also saying how they had got fired, how they, you know, lost a job that they honestly did like. And for me, it makes me really think about how my story alone, my experiences, we all go through a lot of the same things. So like I said, it honestly makes me think about one thing that I said in one of my previous videos. I spoke about how we are special as people, but our problems are not. Our problems are not special. A lot of the things that I've went through, somebody else has went through. A lot of things that I've went through, somebody else may possibly go through. So why not be able to tell the world what I go through, what I did, you know, what my experience was, what my emotions and thoughts were. That way I can possibly help the next person be able to go through that same situation or a similar situation and be able to navigate it and see themselves on the other side of it. The third reason personally is I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to myself, and when it comes to promises to myself, I'm really trying to make sure that I stay in the habit of not breaking promises to myself. If I tell myself that I'm going to do something, I have to do it. So I made a promise to myself that I was going to post every day, at least for the next 90 days from the day that I posted my first YouTube video. So that means from April 1st all the way until July 1st, I have to post at least every single day. That way I can fulfill my promise to myself. With that being said, I refuse to break that promise to myself. That promise is something that I have to hold dear to my heart, and I have to make sure that I fulfill that promise. So like I said, keeping my promises to myself is something that's so important. I made a video on that, and I'll make sure that I link it somewhere around here. I'm still trying to get that figured out. But nonetheless, keeping our promises to ourselves is so important. It builds our confidence. It builds the trust that we have in ourselves. And the opposite of that, not keeping our promises to ourselves, when I tell myself I'm going to do something and then I don't do it, I'm breaking that trust within myself. I'm breaking that, that spiritual connection that I have with myself, my mind, and my confidence, and I'm not able to achieve the things that I want to achieve, and I have these self-doubts, I have these confidence killers, whatever the case may be, when I don't keep my promises to myself. So the next thing, and probably one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, outside of the fact that this is what I just personally feel like is my purpose in life, is the fact that consistency kills. I have to do this every day. I have to post every day. I have to make sure that I continuously put myself and my platform and the things that I talk about in the face and in front of people that, really want this type of content, that really want to better themselves in life. What would it look like if I just made one decent video or just one video just like this talking about, purpose, but I only did it once a month? What good does that do somebody? What good does it do anyone if I'm not consistent? What good does it do if I have all these thoughts on a continuous basis? If I have all these thoughts every single day, but I don't put them on paper, if I don't continuously write out my scripts, write out the things that I need to talk about, and then put it in front of other people so that they can soak up the game, so that they can be able to soak up everything that I'm talking about and possibly even change their life as well. That's the goal. That's what I honestly, wish for with this channel to be able to do. That's what I pray for. So nonetheless, why would I not be consistent? The person that can possibly change my life could possibly be on YouTube or any of the other social platforms and come across my video. But if I don't post every single day, if I'm not here every single day, if I'm not always being consistent with the things that I do and the things that I say that I'm going to do, how will I ever know if my life can change? How will I ever know if I may meet that billionaire that may say, you know what, you talk about some good things, young man, come and help me out. Come and help this group of kids that I have. Come and help, this entire stadium of people, whatever the case may be. I can possibly set myself up with success by just simply being consistent. And I will set myself up. I will be damned if I miss my opportunity. I will be damned if I don't post every single day and make sure that, if somebody comes on this platform, they're bound to see my video. If somebody comes on this platform, they're going to see what it is that I have to talk about and what it is that I have to be able to present to the world. That's honestly the start and the foundation of this YouTube channel. Why would I not make sure that I post every single day? Why would I not make sure that, my thoughts, my experiences, and everything are talked about on a daily basis? That way it can possibly help somebody else. What good does that do the world? So like I said, man, that's personally why I started my YouTube channel. That's why I continuously post every single day and why I will continue to post every single day. I refuse to miss my shot. I refuse to miss anything that the good Lord can have coming in my life. And that's exactly why I make sure that I started this channel and I post every single day. Hey man, I appreciate you for coming to the Ballers Club today. If anything, make sure that you start whatever it is that you feel like you need to start, but have a purpose behind it. Purpose will drive things. When you have your why, the how will figure itself out. So like I said, man, I appreciate you for coming to the Ballers Club meeting today. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. BallOrFall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy is West Beyond, man. And I will see you in the next video.